Hey everyone, it is Skylar. Welcome back to the channel. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing very well. Today is Thursday the 27th of October, I know, and we are starting, sorry I've got an itchy back. I know, TMI, you know. Yeah, today we are starting our movie marathon 5-day series. Don't worry, it's only 3 movies, so it's not as bad. And you're going to get mine on video posted every day. So yeah, so just want to do like a little introduction before I go ahead and start talking about them. So first of all, why are we doing this series? We've actually been doing something similar to this on and off for a couple of years now, and I actually did do a weekend movie marathon, but I used to do 7 movies, so it felt like a whole weekend full of movies, and that is on my channel as well, so if you want to go back and watch that, you can do. So yeah, so we've decided let's do 5 days, 3 movies each, so there's 15 movies. So yeah, we've got some movies to go through. Some that you've probably never heard of. Some that you've like, wow, is she finally covering that? Yes, I am. Or, wow, it'll be one. Oh my god, she's watched that movie so many times. She loves that film and she keeps on wanting to review it and review it and review it. Yeah. So what we're also going to be doing on this channel as well is, you're not going to get like in-depth reviews. You're just going to get my thoughts, feelings, like a little bit quick reviews on each film, instead of going like whole 100 yards on films. So yeah. And then on Monday evening, my time, late, because we're starting this just after 12 o'clock, which is perfect. It's like 12:15 almost, UK time, that we're starting this. Monday evening, my time will be early hours. We're going to go live on Facebook. There's 3 of us, supposed to be. But if not, it'll be me and Andre. Andre's going to tell you everything during that live, so yeah, which I think is going to be insane. So if you like films and all that, come and join us, and if you've got any questions for us on that live, that Facebook live, just ask us, because we all love movies, and if you want to know our thoughts about different movies, ask us. If you want to know the reasons why we picked our films, it's because we picked our films, and as you know, we've done like, we've got trilogies, we've got coming up, which is today, trilogies for me and Andre and Halo, and if anybody else wants to do this, they can do. So we've got trilogies, we've got 3 movies from the 70s, we've got movies that we've never seen before, we've got movies that we want to recommend, and we've got 3 movies that, any movies ever, even if it's movies that we've never seen before, first time watch, or we just really enjoy these horror films. Oh yeah, and the only thing is, this has to be horror. And yeah, as it's horror films, I am starting off this horror movie marathon with my Billy the Puppy from Jigsaw, well, from Saw. From underwear apparel, like legging set, because I thought, yes, let's do something a little bit special, let's do something a little bit different. And yeah, so yeah, we are starting off with trilogies, and I'm excited because this trilogy does get spoken a lot on YouTube. Sometimes for the right reasons, sometimes for the wrong reasons. But I picked this trilogy because, one, I wanted to show it off because it's in my steel book pack, and I paid a fucking fortune for it. Yeah. So yeah, we will get back to you in a minute, and we will show you what I'm on about. So yeah, this is just like an introduction to the beginning. This will be posted with my other bits. So yeah, so let's start this horror movie marathon. So yeah, I will catch you in a minute with the start, and you'll hear a little bit of the music. So like the thingy, but I will make sure that there's no music so it doesn't get copyrighted, if that makes sense. I'll just let you hear the dialect. That's what I'm going to do to each film, so you're a part of the film, if that makes sense, part of watching it with me. And then when we review it, we do the little bits, and then we go on to the next film, and then the next film. But thank goodness it's only 3 movies we do a day, because when I was doing 7-8 movies a day, it does take it out here. So I just hope that you enjoy my picks. We do have some shameless titles in there as well. We've got 88 films, we've got Anchor Bay, we've got we've got oh yeah, we've got Arrow in there as well, and then the red cases as well. So you'd be shocked to know what I've got here. So yeah, and then at the end I'll show you all the movies that I've watched. So yeah, let's start with the trilogies. I'll be back in a second. Ciao. It's not ciao. See you in a minute. Hey, it's me. We are starting off with the trilogies, and of course I'm going to start off with this beautiful set, the Hellraiser Steelbook set. We are doing the Hellraiser trilogy, and yep, of course you can see it. So yes, we are starting off with this boy. So we will do like halfway through the film, and then we'll talk about it during the end. Oh, I'm excited to get back to this. When I was talking about body horror, this is the best in body horror, and I was talking about this because this has been reviewed by so many people, and I'm excited. So yeah, let's do this. Woo. Number 1 of 3. We'll go halfway through the film, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Ah, excited. Very excited. Ciao. Hey, I'm back. There we go, we're halfway through-ish. So, yeah. So this is Kirsten going up the stairs and find out what the fuck's going on, sort of thing. Yeah. So it's getting really good so far. Like, I'm really enjoying. Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. Yeah. There is.
No. Christy, it's Frank. It's Uncle Frank. No. You remember? No. Come to Daddy. Get the fuck off of me!
So yeah. Here we go. Gonna watch the rest of the film and tell you my thoughts of the first one. So yeah. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, I'm back. Freaking hell. That was fucking awesome. Wow. Like, because like I hadn't seen it in years, and just to try and remember that ending again was freaking unreal. Oh wow. So basically, give you a bit of a backstory, right? basically Frank finds this box, and obviously it's a puzzle box, and he plays around with it, and then he goes to like this weird place. It looks like a deeper hell, and he sees all the Cenobites, and then Pinhead like says, "Oh, well, we'll explore all your pleasures and your fantasies," and then he's like being pinned all up, all these like, how do you say the word? Like needles, like fishing hooks, basically, all over him, and it just basically kills him, basically, and then it gives you the backstory on Julia, who was played by Claire Higgins. She's freaking phenomenal in this movie, by the way. And we find out her and Frank has had an affair before her and Larry got married. So, yeah. So anyway, Julia finds all these guys, and basically Frank kills them like one by one, how he does. And then he comes back to like, because he ends up killing Larry. And then he kills Julia. And then Kirsten just like saves the day. Like, it's just weird as fuck, man. Like, but like, I would say Ashley Lawrence that plays Kirsty, or Kirsten, she was really interesting in this movie. Oh my god. I'm actually doing a review, it's crazy. So yeah, and then she ends up having the puzzle box, and then she finds out that Laddie, she thought who was a dad, ends up being her Uncle Frank, and then just strange things happened, and then she gets thingy by the Cenobites in like she was in this like site with this hospital, and he said to him, "You give us what we want, or else we're gonna tear your soul apart." I love when Pinhead says that, "We're gonna tear your soul apart." However he does it. And then just that ending was phenomenal with this homeless guy. You see him, he was eating all the locusts and everyone was like that. What the fuck? It was just mental. So in the end he changes into a dragon and fucking carries the fucking puzzle box away, and that's the end of the film. Fuck man, that's fucking bonkers that. But anyway, like my actual thoughts on that film is just fucking unreal. It's like, fuck, this came out in the 80s, fuck me, this is fucking brilliant. Like, it's one of those horrors that you don't expect what's going to happen. And to even revisit it time and time again, it still gives you like that same feeling as you watched it when you first time watched it. And like, it's a body horror movie as well, it's like that. Fuck. It does give you that bit of, I would say this word, mind fuck, if that makes sense. It gives you that sense of a mind fuck of what the fuck am I watch sort of thing. Like, what the hell? But like, at the end of the day, like, it adds backstory to it. A little bit of a backstory. It adds some sort of a story where it gives you the beginning how Frank got the box off this fella, and he paid him the money to get this box. So it gives you that bit of sense of a story, a backstory. Then it had the backstory between Frank and Julia when they had the affair, and she's like going, like having flashbacks on it. And then you've got Kirsten's flashbacks in her nightmares, what's going on with her. And then it all just accumulates all together. It's like that. Whoa. So it just makes sense. Like, people go, "Oh, this film doesn't make sense, it's out here." And it's like, but this is the thing. You've got a backstory to it. It's telling a story. And it's giving you an ending. That's what this is all about. And I just enjoyed it for what it was. And I know, like, you enjoyed the movie for what it was, and it's a horror. Yeah. Because it tells the story of how Frank and Julie came about, and how Frank got the box, and how Frank came to be with the Cenobites, and how it doesn't tell you much about the Cenobite as such, but it just gives you the backstory between Julia, Kirsten, Larry and Frank, which is, I feel that's dead important, and how Larry got the house off, well, Larry came to get the house off Frank, and then they end up living in the house. It's just, I'll just say that. So yeah, what I would say about this movie, what I appreciate about the movie is because for the time that it was, when it came out, it needed that sort of body horror sort of movie, and that's what it gave you. So yeah, so I did feel that the film was really impressive for the time, and that movie, we're watching it now in 2022, and it's still got that time factor. It's still like, you can still watch it no matter what, and you can still feel like you're back in the 80s. It's just, yeah. I can't say anything else more about it because I enjoyed the film. There wasn't really, to me, there wasn't really any bad points about it. So yeah, but I would give this film, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 because to me, it's not like that perfect of a movie, but I will say this, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Reason why I didn't give it the 10 out of 10 is because of this. In this, it didn't really give you the backstory about the Cenobite and Pinhead and all his merry little men, if that makes sense. It just gave you the backstory of what I said about Kirsten, Julia, Larry and Frank, and how Frank became what he became, and why he had to kill people to become human again. And because he did want to get away from the Cenobites. I forgot to mention that as well. So yeah, that is just what I've just said in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope you enjoyed number 1 of Hellraiser. We're good, because yeah, and that's my disc, by the way, so you just know. And we're going on it next. So yeah, 1 down, 2 to go. So yeah, sorry if I'm in a bit of a giggly mood. It's just that when I do watch films and I do talk about films, I kind of get excited, and the thing for me is I've just got excited about watching Hellraiser, and I just don't know why. I just don't understand why I've just got excited about watching a film. It's just crazy. It blows my mind that I've enjoyed the film, and yeah, because horror's my sorry. Oh, I've had a sleep. So yeah, horror's my forte, and I love being passionate talking about horror films. And especially in the next couple of days, when you hear my thoughts on a few other gems, I'm just excited because I just don't know what to do. It's just, oh man, this is just going to be insane. These next few days, I'm just excited. So yeah, part 2 coming up in a minute. And I'll talk to you guys. It'll be a few seconds for you, but it'll be a couple of minutes for me, if that makes sense. So yeah, hope you enjoyed number 1. Going on to number 2 in a minute. Ciao. Hey, I'm back. We are doing Hellbound Hellraiser 2 now, so that is what is on the TV. Look at good old Julia snogging the guy. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, part 2 commencing. So yeah, time to watch the film, and I'll let you know my thoughts and all that, and show you what I watched partway through. So yeah, number 2 coming up. Catch you on the flip side. Yeah, I'm just all excited. I've just opened something that's just blew me away. So yeah, we'll talk about that in another video. Ciao. I'm back again. Just halfway through Hellraiser 2, and Julie has officially came back to the beautiful lady that she is. And yeah, it's not bad. I'll talk about this at the end, because from what I said from part 1, something happened in part 2 right at the beginning. So I will definitely talk to you guys about what's going on at the end of this. So I'm going to watch back. So Kirsten's in this, and yeah, it's all good. So I'm excited to see what happens next.
Was I right?
So yeah,
Is it terrible?
I'll tell you my thoughts at the end of this.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Hey, I'm back. I've literally just finished Hellbound Hellraiser 2. Oh my word. I'm going to say something that I don't usually say, but that second one was better than the first. It had much more of a backstory to it, and we found out a bit more about Pinhead. Fuck me. And how Pinhead was one of the first to use the puzzle box for the Gateway of Hell. That was brilliant. How they brought back Julia was amazing. Then Julia took the doctor to hell, and then he became a Cenobite. I was like, that, fuck me, this was unreal. I was like, that, fuck. But to be honest, I thought the second one was better than the first, because it told more about, like, about the puzzle box cube and about the hell, and it shows you how you actually become a Cenobite. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was like, sorry for swearing, but like, it's one of them movies where it's like, what the fuck have I just watched again? Like, I will say it is better than the first, and especially the ending. The ending just blew me away. Like, and I loved obviously Kirsty, whatever you want to call her. Her character returned. She was in the psych ward. She met this girl called Tiffany, and Tiffany's character was fucking phenomenal. Like, she was doing all these puzzles, and she was doing the puzzles. She got the puzzle box. She made done the puzzle box. Then it was just amazing. Then and then that ending as well. I will just spoil the ending just a little bit. I will say 2 parts to the end first. I loved how Kirsten dressed up as Julia, took Julia's skin and just literally put it on her and said, hey, do you trust me? And I think Tiffany knew it was Kirsten somehow as soon as the thing come off, and then she just realised it was Kirsten. Then how they run back into the psych room, and then they walk away together at the end. But I just love how the delivery guys from the first Hellraiser came to pack up the doctor's things, and then like the one that's like like a bit of an asshole basically went into the room, saw the bloody mattress with the chains on it, and then the other day he like screams, ah! And all you see is his head's got in the mattress, and you see his legs dangling down, and then it comes out with Julia's face, Frank's face, the Cenobite's faces, and then the doctor's face, and then the guy, he was like the homeless guy who transferred into the dragon into the from the first movie, who was eating the locust. There's him, you see on his face. And he's got all the locusts on him, and he says, what was this that he just said? At the beginning, he said about the puzzle box, where he was like saying, how much do you want, would you like this? Or what can I thingy for you? What can I do for you, sort of thing? Or how can I help you? Or something like that. Something along those lines. It was crazy, but it was absolutely brilliant. Like, how it was, how they were all positioned on this, like it's like a bot, it's like a box. It's not like a box thing, but it's like a rectangle. And then you see the puzzle box. Oh man, that was a twist ending, because you don't know what to expect on the third one now. You like when you watch the first one, you're like, oh, probably Julia come back in the second one, and then you don't know what to expect in the third one. This is what blows your mind. This is what I like about films, when you have that twist ending. So for me, I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10, and I'm going to tell you why. It had more of a backstory to the movie, and it had more, the kills were better than the first, obviously, and just the whole landscape of the Hellraiser franchise now, because you can officially call it a franchise from the second. You don't know what it's going to expect in the third one, so when I have the third one, it's going to be unreal. So for you guys, it's going to be like, oh yeah, my rating 9 out of 10. Yeah. So when I do the third one for you guys, it'll be a couple of seconds later. For me, it's going to be about an hour or so, because I just have to go and do some groceries. I have to go to the store and get some fruit and some snacks for me. Because yeah, if I don't go out now, I don't know when I'll be going out. So yeah, next. So hope you've enjoyed this so far. The horror, Halloween horror marathon series so far, and I am 3/4 of the way through Trilogy. Just the last one to go now in a bit. So I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. So yeah, and I'll see you for Hellraiser 3, which is Hellraiser on Earth. Hell on Earth, that's it. Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. So yeah, we'll be back with that one soon. Ciao. Hope you're enjoying this so far. Bye. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about everything. Quick change, because I had to dash out and do some groceries. Now we are on the final part of today's day of movie marathon. We are watching Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, and it is review time. So yeah, I'm diving into this, as you can see. So it can't be like too long. So yeah, we'll do like halfway through what I'm watching, and then I'll tell you what's going on at the end. I'm excited for this part. I'm actually intrigued. So yeah, let's go. Let's watch this, and I will get back to you guys in a bit. Ciao. Ciao for now. I'll be back in a minute. Wow, I'm really impressed so far. I'm just watching this scene. So yeah, it's really hard to subscribe. And look who's back, he's here. So yeah, it's really different. I didn't think they'd go this way with it in the third one. So I'll let you know everything at the end. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hey, I'm back. I finally finished watching the trilogy, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but I want to do quickly my thoughts on that on Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. I will say, wow, we had remnants of society, we had remnants of scanners, we had body morphing, we had all sorts of stuff. I also like the new, it's like sort of like the new Cenobites, how creative they were. Yeah, to me this was more watchable than the other two. There was parts in it where, to me, I'm going to take a word out of Laurie Holt's mouth and say in a way it was craptastic. In a way it was cheese-tastic. Just don't get me wrong, the story to this was pretty good, and I liked how creative it was, where Pinhead this time was a sculpture, and then he came out and it was like, it was more about him than about Juliet, and like the first two, like on the first two it was more about Juliet and Larry and the other fella, you know what I mean, whatever his name was from the first two. But this time this was more about Pinhead, and a bit more about how he was and how he, just before he came Pinhead, if that makes sense. And I like the setting that it was in, like a club, and there was like a news reporter, and she was like, she just wanted a perfect story, and she found the story, and in the end it was just pretty good. Like, I won't say pretty good, because that's too cliche. For me it was like, in ways it was unpredictable what was going to happen. Some parts were kind of predictable, but I liked the way that they had the twist ending, especially when they tricked Joey into seeing her dad, and then it turned out to be Pinhead, and then she lured Pinhead to Pinhead's human self. I think his name was either Elliot Spencer or Spencer Elliot, something like that. And then how they were just fighting, and then they morphed in together, and then in the end Pinhead went into the box. But I love the ending where Joey walks into this building and it's just full of the puzzle blocks, and I'm like, wow, that's like completely different ending. It's even like how even the kills were, and like how the Cenobites were acting. One was a news reporter, one was like a DJ full of discs, one was the bartender, chubby bartender, and then the one that bought the sculpture, the fella, he had like hammers and stuff in his head. And then Helen was the girlfriend, and she had like a cigarette stuck out of her throat. But how she was dressed as a Cenobite, damn, like she looked really, really hot for a Cenobite. I know it sounds like cliche, but she just looked awesome how she was. But yeah, that for me was, it blew my mind in a good way, and it was just fun to watch. Like, usually with a horror movie it has to scare you. With this, I was just laughing all the way through, and I was eating freaking popcorn. So yeah, what, eating popcorn during a horror film? Then must be something wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this one 7 out of 10. So if we're gonna do a ranking, for me it's gonna be 2, 3 and 1. 2 first, 3 second, 1 last. Only cause 1 for me, it's alright, but I prefer 2 over 1, if that makes sense. But if we're doing like over like how I enjoyed the film, like personally, over the story, like how I enjoyed the film, I would do 2, 1, then 3, with 2 being my favourite because I like 2 the best. Only because it had the original characters from the first part, but it started to go into Pinhead's backstory, if that makes sense. And then 3, it went into a little bit more, and then it give you that twist ending where Pinhead's in the box on the 3rd, so you don't know what's going to happen next, sort of thing. So you have to watch it again and again and again, if that makes sense. Which in a way it's good, that's the sort of vibe and feeling I'm getting on it. So yeah, overall a great start to this Halloween movie marathon series with the trilogies. Glad I've got that out the way. So this is day 1 in the books. I done Hellraiser 1, 2 and 3. I'll find out what Andre done on Monday, as well as Halo, Meg, whatever you want to call her name. Yeah, so I've got her. And then tomorrow, so I'm just going to give you a sneak peek tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing movies that we've never seen before, horror movies that we've never seen, and we've got one from the 80s, we've got one from the 90s, and we've got one from early 2000s, and this one's got a little bit of a surprise for you tomorrow, and I am excited to do this one because I've been wanting to do something a little bit different. So you've got a mixed bag of horror films, different types of subgenre of horror for tomorrow, and you've got a mystery thrown in there. That's the one I'm excited to talk to you guys about tomorrow. So day 1's in the books. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Turn that notification bell on and you will get a brand new video from me tomorrow. So I'm really hoping you are enjoying this Halloween horror movie marathon as what we're doing so far, and I'm excited for you to join me tomorrow because this is going to be a good one. This very, very good one. We've got a bit of weirdness, we've got a bit of Italian goodness, and we've got a very surprising mystery film starring an actress that you wouldn't even think that's in this film. So yeah, that's your clue for tomorrow. So yeah, stay gaudy and have unpleasant dreams, and I will see you all tomorrow. Ciao ciao, bye.